Hello, my name is Johan and welcome to my front porch. In today's video I'm going to be refurbishing this bird bath. We're going to give it a new lease on life. When we moved in here, we found this bird bath lying in the back of the yard under a pile of rubbish. Apparently somebody else thought it wasn't worth much, and I love to take old stuff that other people throw away and think it's worth nothing and then make it look new and reuse it or repurpose it for something else. An example of this is this was an old concrete pipe that we found also lying here under garbage, a grey, ugly, just hollow concrete pipe. And all I did is I cut a little pattern in the top lid and I filled it up about 1/4 from the bottom with cement, so it's got some weight to it. Filled it up with soil and we planted this, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it looks kind of beautiful in it. So, and it's just something that somebody threw away, and we painted it the same color as the house, and it's look wonderful. So I will insert a picture for you, just a little update. There was a fountain here where I'm sitting now, some kind of water feature thing built in here, which we removed. It was a big job, I'm not gonna lie. We repainted this front part of the house and it's actually shaping up. It's starting to look really nice. We still have to clean the tiles and do some cleaning here from removing that thing. A lot of work still to be done here, but already it's making a big difference. Just a little update on how the new house is going. So back to this project. This thing was also hollow. The problem is that it will topple over easily. So when we were doing some plastering work here, I took some of the leftover plastering cement. I just dumped some of that plaster cement, the leftover cement, in here, and I shoved some offcuts of metal that was that we took out of this fountain thing here, and I shoved it in here and I poured the cement in. Because it was plaster cement, what happened was when I picked it up, it fell out the bottom. Okay, so obviously the cement mixture was not right for this, but I'd like to have it a smooth surface here so that this can be placed on ground or on a hard surface or anywhere we want to move this around. What I'm going to do right now is just fix this bottom part up quickly. In the workshop, I never throw away any scrap metal, anything. Every piece of scrap metal that I cut off or whatever gets saved in a bin. And this is specifically the reason why I do that, because I found these offcuts of the mesh that I use for other projects, and this will be perfect. It's already got a mesh-like structure and everything, and I'm going to use that to just do a bit of reinforcing at the bottom here. And I made a proper cement mixture, which is 50-50 sand and cement. I made it really thick so I can shape it and everything, and this should be more than enough. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to first pack some of these metal. Wait, I must leave that bit. Alright, so these ones can bend a little bit, so I'm going to bend them and put them in here. I'm going to basically going to crisscross them in here like this, just to add some strength to this, just a little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't fall out again. Make sure nothing sticks out over the edge. Oh, that's perfect. I probably should have put a little bit in the bottom first, ish. I didn't really think there. Wait, let me. When you do things for the first time, the lessons you learn. Alright, so that looks quite nice. Now I can put this back. I'm going to hook it underneath here so it grips onto this piece of metal which is already in there, like so. Add some extra, just some supports in here. Okay. Okay, and I am a little bit concerned about this thin part. So as it gets to the edge here, it will become thinner. So I'm just going to put some wire in there as an extra support. The sun's coming out. Okay, so now I just have to make sure that nothing is like sticking out above. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Now we just have to wait for this to dry. Alright, so while this is drying, I'm going to start prepping this for repaint. So I'm going to first take a wire brush and just see what I can get out of here. Wow. Kind of makes me wonder how many years this was just lying. Here you can see some, use a scraper to get some of this. This is gonna take a while. See the paint here. Okay, so it looks a lot better than it used to look. We'll also clean this a little bit. There's some here. Okay, so now I'm going to take a really coarse sandpaper and I'm going to just rough up the old paint, clean the inside a bit better so that it will receive the new paint a lot better. I'm going to do the entire surface like this. Smooth it out a little bit. Oh, did you hear that? Smooth it out a little bit. And then all we have to do is wait for this to dry, and then I can quickly do the base as well. And then just give it a fresh coat of paint. It'll probably happen tomorrow. This I think will have to set overnight. Alright, it's the next morning and I'm happy to announce that this came out really, really well. It's nice and hard and it took everywhere. I have finished sanding and scraping both parts and I quickly have to paint it because we have some rain predicted for later this afternoon. I'm going to keep the bottom part, the pedestal part, I'm going to keep it green. I'm putting it on this board so that if it starts raining I can pick it up and move it. I have really a little bit, just a little bit of green left. So I'm going to first do this part and then see if I have enough paint left over to do the bottom of the, what do you call this, the bowl part, the saucer part. But I've got a waterproofing paint that I'm going to put on this side. So hopefully I will have enough green to put at the bottom of this. Otherwise I might have to improvise. Okay, it's done, and I think the grey and the green looks really nice together. It came out really nice. Well, except for the cement work and the sanding and scraping, it wasn't really such a big job, but it turned out really nice. It looks like a brand new bird bath now, which I'm quite happy about. So I want to encourage you, go out, find stuff that other people think is worthless, and then renovate it, refurbish it, make it look new, make something else with it. It's a really enjoyable process, and it's so much fun. It cost me a little bit of paint and a little bit of cement, and this looks really nice. I have a nice rock here, which I think is the perfect height. I'm going to put this in the center for the birds to also stand on. I think that's going to look nice. I so much want to show you what the final product looks like, but even after it's dry, I'm still going to leave it for a couple of days until that paint smell is also away. You know, when you paint something, even after it becomes dry, for about 3 to 5 days afterwards, you still have that smell of paint, which I don't want it to disturb the birds or, you know, chase them away or offend them. So I'm going to make sure the paint smell is out of it before I'll place it in the garden. So I will then probably record a little video and put it on my Instagram. So if you want to see airplanes, birds, dogs, chainsaws, goodness gracious me, we live in a noisy world. I will probably take a little video of when the water is in, and I'll try and catch some birds playing in it, and I will put that on my Instagram. So if you want to see that, then the link for Instagram is below the description. Please feel free to follow me there if you want to. I do make these little minor updates from time to time on Instagram. Cool. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something about taking something old and making it something new. Feel free to share this video and comment and like if you want. If you find this type of videos interesting, then please consider subscribing. Until my next project, please make your best life. I love to find my neighbor is busy with his angle grinder over there, and it looks like I have enough paint left to do the bottom of the dish part, the bowl part, the saucer part, I don't know what you call it. And now the sun's coming out again. It's like this weather is really confused.